Bow.
Chicka wow wow. Hey guys, welcome back to This Place. And if you are new, then welcome here for the very first time. I'm Carmen.
I'm Calvin.
And today we are
Disappointed.
Today we are watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, Season 2, Episode 9, which means we are almost halfway through Season 2, right? I don't know how many episodes there are, like 20 something?
Just a little over 20 in each book.
Season. And
it's all one season.
It's not all one season. It's not. Okay. Technically.
Fake fan. Go on.
Anyway, we left off with Iroh injured and Azula poofed away, and that's where we left off.
Yep.
Zuko and Iroh have been reunited, which makes me very happy. And Katara and them are still hanging out with Toph. Hopefully with a little bit better understanding now between everyone. So we're going to see where all of that goes. I'm going to stop rambling so we can just get right into it.
Okay.
Oh, maybe I can learn to make a whirlpool out of land. Let's start with
The basics?
move a rock.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Rock beats Airbender.
I got you, Dad.
My beloved Lieutenant, I will see you again.
Oh, is that his son? That's what he was thinking about? Thank you. Sorry, guys. Life with cats.
Good. That was very
Bitter?
bracing.
So, Uncle, I've been thinking.
You don't want that tea.
I'm going to need to know more advanced firebending if I want to stand a chance against her. I know what you're going to say. She's my sister and I should be trying to get along with her.
No, she's crazy and she needs to go down.
It's like, I know what you're gonna say. Actually, she crazy.
He really responds well to a positive teaching experience. Lots of encouragement and praise. If he's doing something wrong, maybe a gentle nudge in the right direction. A gentle nudge. I'll try that.
Like, she's not gonna try that. Ah.
Rock line!
Ooh. That's cool. She's like Iron Man. But rock. Nice. He's getting better.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a kettlebell.
Exactly.
Rock line!
He's like, it's so cute. I love it. Why are all these animals so cute?
Unfortunately for you, you're made of meat.
Oh, no.
Just a bit closer.
Sokka, no. Look how cute it is.
Gotcha!
Is it doing that? Oh, it's so cute.
Some call lightning the cold-blooded fire.
Ooh, so he's gonna teach him how to do
Precise
lightning?
and deadly, like Azula. To perform the technique requires peace of mind.
I like his hair like this.
That's why we're drinking tea. To calm the mind.
Oh yeah, good point. I mean, yes,
He just likes tea.
He does.
energy is both yin and yang. Positive energy and negative energy.
So cool. gonna take a minute.
I'm going to roll that boulder down at you. If you have the attitude of an earthbender, you'll stay in your stance and stop the rock. Like this.
Are you sure this is really the best way to teach Aang earthbending?
Actually, there is a better way. This way, you'll really have to sense the vibrations of the boulder to stop it. Thank you, Katara.
Yeah, thanks, Katara.
They just end the episode there. Ah. He used airbending.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I just panicked. I don't know what to say.
But he could have stopped it.
There's
He
nothing
sensed when it
to
was
say.
there.
You blew it.
You know.
You had a perfect stance and perfect form. But when it came right down to it, you didn't have the guts.
I know. I'm sorry.
You will not be able to master lightning until you have dealt with the turmoil inside you.
What turmoil?
Zuko, you must let
That.
go of your feelings of shame if you want your anger to go away.
But I don't feel any shame at all.
Liar.
I will teach you a firebending move that even Azula doesn't know, because I made it up myself.
Is he still stuck there?
You probably
Is
think
that
I
thing on his
deserve
head?
this, don't you?
And just taking a nap.
Look, I'm sorry I hunted you, but that's just the natural order of things.
It's so cute.
I admit it. You're cute. Okay, you convinced me. If I get out of this alive, it's a karmically correct vegetarian existence for me.
Aww.
Hey, looks like my karma's already paying off. That's okay, I got it. Yeah. Now come back, Boomerang.
If fire and water are opposites, then what's the opposite of air?
I guess it's Earth.
That's why it's so hard for you to get this. You're working with your natural opposite, but you'll figure it out. I know you will.
Think fast.
Excellent. You have the reflexes of a water-bending master.
Thanks, Katara. Sifu, Katara.
Put some respect on her name.
Earth is the element of substance. The people of the Earth Kingdom are diverse and strong. Air is the element of freedom. Air nomads detached themselves from worldly concerns and found peace and freedom. Also, they apparently had pretty good senses of humor. The people of the Water Tribe are capable of adapting to many things. It is important to draw wisdom from many different places. If we take it from only one place, it becomes rigid and stale. Understanding others
Allows you
will
to
help you
understand
become whole.
yourself.
Aang, I found these nuts in your bag. I figured you wouldn't mind. And besides, even if you did, you're too much of a pushover to do anything about it.
As a matter of fact, I don't mind. I'm happy to share anything I have.
I also have this great new nutcracker.
Actually, I'd prefer if you didn't. That's an antique, handcrafted by the monks. It's a delicate instrument.
It's not the only delicate instrument around here.
Look at Momo. He's such a little betrayer. You know? He's like, you got food though?
Hey, karma person or thing, whoever's in charge of this stuff. If I can just get out of this
He's
situation
biting his
alive,
hair now.
I will give up meat.
I was like,
and
this is karma.
sarcasm.
I'm gonna eat you.
Okay?
Right?
Ow! Aang! Thank goodness! Have you got any meat?
Sokka, are you okay?
Why don't you bend the
I
earth?
bet I can airbend you out of here.
Or earth bend.
Seriously, Aang, I know you're new at it, but I could use a little earth bending here. How about it?
I can't.
You can.
I can't do it.
Not even gonna try.
If I try, I fail. But if I don't try, I'm never gonna get it. I feel like I'm caught between a rock and a hard place.
How about that? Aang, this is my friend Fufu Cuddly Poops. Fufu Cuddly Poops, Aang.
What a cute name for a little baby saber-toothed moose lion cub.
Is that what it is?
Did you lose your mama?
Mama found him. Mama not happy. You touching her baby.
A waterbender lets their defense become their offense, turning their opponent's energy against them. I learned a way to do this with lightning.
You can teach me to redirect lightning?
You must create a pathway from your fingertips, up your arm to your shoulder, then down into your stomach. The stomach is the source of energy in your body. It is called the Sea of Chi. Only in my case, it is more like a vast ocean.
Same.
You must not let the lightning pass through your heart, or the damage could be deadly. Come on, you've got to feel the flow.
You dancing.
Great! I'm ready to try with real lightning.
What, are you crazy?
Right.
Lightning is very dangerous.
I thought that was the point. You teaching me how to protect myself from it.
Yeah, but I'm not going to shoot lightning at you.
Well, if you won't help me, I'll find my own lightning.
Zuko is so stubborn.
See? We have no problem with you. We're friendly.
Aang, this is bad. You gotta get me out of here.
That was real close.
Whoa, look at me!
Please don't leave me again.
I won't.
And he's gonna do it like The Rock. Except for he airbended, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he did what she wanted, which is stood in the way.
Do it now!
What?
Earthbend, Twinkle Toes. You just stood your ground against a crazy beast. And even more impressive, you stood your ground against me. You've got the stuff.
But
Do it! You did it! You're an Earthbender. Actually, you should probably let me do that. You're still a little new to this.
Right.
You might accidentally crush him.
Yeah, no crushing, please.
I can earthbend now. The key is being completely rooted, physically and mentally unmovable. Whoa!
Zuko, why you gotta do
You've
this?
always thrown everything you could at me. Well, I can take it, and now I can give it back. Come on, strike me. You've never held back before. Ah!
Maybe he needs this, letting out his emotions, you know? Like Iroh said.
I have a lot to say that you don't want to hear yet.
Tell me. Alright, so I will just talk then, I guess.
Oh, so really no different than usual.
You chose this life.
I chose this wife, not this life.
Same difference.
What was your favorite part of the episode?
My favorite part of the episode
You
was...
don't have to repeat it.
Oh, yeah. It's like an interview where you have to repeat
Yeah.
back the question.
Or like some kind of beauty pageant. It's like, what would you do to end world hunger? What I would do to end world hunger is...
You know who you sound like? You sounded like the president from Detroit Become Human. You haven't played that far yet, so you haven't seen her. But
Spoilers.
my favorite part of the episode is probably the cute little creature.
The saber-toothed moose lion.
Yes, it was really cute and adorable. I did like the interaction with that and Sokka and him just rethinking his whole life, although I'm not really sure how
He
long that's gonna last.
didn't rethink his life.
He was just, you know, like when
he
you get...
promised that he was gonna be like vegan several times, or at least vegetarian.
Which we know Sokka will not.
And the first thing he asked Aang when Aang showed up is like, Aang, do you have any meat?
Well, it's like when you're desperate, right? Which he was, and you're like, please, I'll do anything. I'll stop doing all of this stuff. And then like when it happens, you're like, Man, but do I really have to stop doing all that stuff that I said I would stop doing when I was desperate?
Yeah.
You know, it was that kind
It's
of
like
thing.
it's like when you're a little kid and you're thinking like, oh my gosh, just let me pass this test. Like I'll study and I'll do whatever.
I'll get up early every day.
And I'll do it. Stop, I'm hot. And
Continue. Can you feel the heat from my hand?
yes. Like I'll study and I'll work hard every day and I'll do my chores and stuff. Just let me please pass this test. And then you pass the test and you're like, I knew I had it.
Right.
And you
Don't
never
have to study.
Yeah, exactly. Knew I didn't have to study.
Right. Yeah, it's that kind of thing. Although that creature was really cute and I liked it. It's not as cute when it gets older, but
Yeah.
I like it. Well, that's probably not like my actual favorite part of the episode, although I like cute creatures, so
Yeah.
it's up there. I liked all the Zuko and Iroh stuff. I like that Iroh is back with Zuko, one.
Yeah.
That he's okay too. That when Zuko was like, I need to be able to be strong enough to fight Azula. Like, can you teach me? I know you're not gonna like it and stuff. Like, you're gonna tell me get along with her. She's family. And then Iroh's just like, actually, she's crazy and she must be stopped.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny. Which
Well,
I agree.
I mean
she
Iroh's
almost
also
killed him.
thinking. Iroh's also thinking like, here in another 20 years, who's gonna be Fire Lord?
Yeah, and
You
he's
know?
well. Also, we saw his flashback of his memory with him and his son, right?
Lieutenant.
And him mourning the passing of his son.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. He's also thinking from another, well, not another, but from a paternal perspective. He's thinking Zuko is my son, and I don't want to lose him as well. You know, so he's gonna have to do what it takes to be strong enough to defeat Azula because I can't lose another son.
Yeah.
At least that's, I think, partially also what he's thinking from that perspective. But I really liked him trying to teach Zuko that about the other tribes as well. You know, I think that that's really cool that he's like telling him that there's other perspectives and things that you can learn from these other tribes, which I don't think is really taught in the Fire Nation. They're taught we're superior, we're the best. There's nothing that these other people who are inferior to us can teach us about life.
Yeah.
Whereas Iroh is coming in here and saying, actually, I learned a lot of lessons from waterbenders, earthbenders. You know, I don't think the air nomads have been around for a while, so probably not air nomads, but because like
they were exterminated
yeah.
at the beginning of
before Iroh was around.
Yeah.
So, but I think it's really cool that he's showing him that you can learn lessons from these other tribes, which, like I said, I don't think is something that Zuko has ever been taught before because that's not really
No, I mean, who was going to teach
the
him?
way of the Fire Nation. Well, his mom might have, but I don't think that she would have been permitted to teach him that if she wanted to, you know.
I mean,
She
also,
might
how
not
much
have.
interaction would she have had with the other nations?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying, too.
Like, Iroh knows because he was a general. He traveled
he
to
went
these
to the-
other... He contacted...
She was probably in the Fire Nation her whole life and
Probably.
only knew of the other nations, the propaganda that's taught in the Fire Nation about them. Which, yeah, like I said, I think it's really cool, too, that Iroh is telling Zuko basically like this world's equivalent of like get therapy, you know, like heal from your trauma. You have to you have to allow yourself to feel the anger and the upset and the hurt that you do feel inside that you're suppressing, and you have to let yourself go through that and then let it go in order to become the best version of yourself.
You have to release it and let it pass through you so that it can leave you.
So
he's holding on to it in a little cage deep in his brain and in his heart.
Yeah,
whatever.
he's just burying all of the hurt and the pain and the
And
upset.
that means he's just holding on to it.
Mm-hmm. Again, another way in which he is like Dean Winchester. I'm just saying. Like, this is like Dean Winchester and Bobby.
She's gonna go crazy when she finds out he's bi.
Is he? Dang! False promises. I was like, another similarity. Look at this. I know this is a small random thing, and it's just a byproduct of the fact that him and Iroh cut their top knots off. But I actually really dig this version of his hair, you know? Like, I think it looks better. Like,
it suits him a lot better.
yeah. Like, he looks younger. Like, in this episode, we also saw him fucking smile. Like, since when does Zuko smile? Like, that's crazy, you know?
Not often.
It's like, we haven't seen him smile since, like, the flashback episode when he was a kid and he was smiling. He doesn't, like you said, he doesn't do it often. He's not a jovial character. So it's really nice to see him kind of being happy about something, you know? Like, being excited about something.
Not
like,
being so serious.
yeah.
Not thinking every minute of every day, I have to catch the Avatar so that I can go home.
Yeah, exactly.
Something like that weighing on, like, a 15-year-old through 17 to 18-year-old kid. Like, that would fuck you up to think every minute of every day, like, I have to make sure that I am worthy so that I can go home and be with my family.
Exactly. That's partially why he needs to let go of so much of that stuff, right? Because you can't, he can't move forward with his life if he's living in the past, you know? And hopefully, you know that I've said this a million times before, my hope for Zuko is that he can release the need to please his father. You know, he can grow out of that, and I understand it's his family, he loves them, but I just hope that he can, like, realize that Iroh is his true family, his true father. You know, he raised him more than his own father did.
Another similarity with Dean.
This is true. It's just facts. And that he can, you know, unburden himself from the expectations of trying to please and make his father proud of him, because I don't think that he needs that. And I think that he'll actually be a lot freer and happier and probably a better firebender if he can release those expectations, because it's weighing him down.
Yeah.
You know? So.
Absolutely.
And I also really liked the Toph and... Sorry, you guys. I'm going to try to remember how to say it every single time before I say it for a while. Toph and Aang stuff. I liked how she did give him tough love. And I think that for the most part it worked. But then...
I mean, the same thing has happened to him with...
multiple people.
With every person who's tried to train him. Like, he's gotten the basics. And then he doesn't just immediately learn everything and just be amazing at it. And he gets sad.
He hits a wall.
He gets dejected. Yeah. And then he...
gives up.
He wants to give up because it's...
Well, he does briefly give up.
Yeah.
And then something happens that tests him, and he rises to the occasion, and then he realizes, yeah, I can freaking do this. I can rise to the occasion. I got this. And then...
I think it goes back to him as an airbender. Like, he's a little bit like Azula in the fact that he's a...
prodigy.
He's a prodigy. He's
always been naturally good at things.
Yeah, he's always been so much better than anyone else his age that he hasn't had to try as hard.
Yeah.
Like, it goes back to remember the episode with the pirates and the water scroll that Katara wanted.
Yeah.
She was getting annoyed at him because he was getting it so easily.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's second nature to him. You know, he gets everything easily.
Yeah. But she became a waterbending master before he did, you know? Yeah. So, because she was willing to put in the work.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, too, part of it is that he feels like Zuko is burdened with the expectations of his father. I think Aang is burdened with the expectations of being the Avatar. Mm-hmm. I think that not only do things usually come naturally to him, he feels that when he has to work harder, he's disappointing people because he's not automatically amazing at it because he's the Avatar, right? So like he felt like he was disappointing Toph because he wasn't automatically amazing because he's the Avatar. Whereas I think he was disappointing Toph because he wasn't even trying. He was chickening out of trying, right? So I think that there was kind of a disconnect. Yeah. Sorry guys, brain. Words are hard. But there was like a disconnect between what he thought was happening versus what was happening. Because I think that because when he was talking to Sokka, he kind of said that, right? So I think that he puts too much expectation on himself, and then he gets worried that he's disappointing people. So he just is like, well, I'm done for now, you know? And then again, when push comes to shove, he shows that he is capable of it. And then I think he proves it to himself, and then he feels like he can prove it to other people. Which is just interesting, because it's like, I don't think that people expect him to automatically be perfect at everything, but I think he expects that of himself. And so that's why he projects that expectation onto other people, right?
Well, it's the idea that, he has a limited amount of time. The longer he takes on one thing, that's the more time that he's losing. If he has to, I don't know, if you have to retake a test,
that's time that he could
that's time that you could be studying something else,
Yeah, but I think that at the same time, it's like, I understand he's in a rush, but also, if I have learned anything from playing video games, it is that when I am upset and doing badly, and I'm in a rush to try to do the thing because I'm getting frustrated that I can't do the thing, the best thing to do is to turn it off.
You have learned.
Take a minute. I have learned. I had teachers that helped me learn.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the best thing is take a minute, breathe, go do something else. And then when you come back, you have a better perspective, you're calmer, and you're going to be able to do it better. Because frustration hardly ever yields like a great result. Calvin helped me in this regard, because usually I would just get frustrated and just keep trying to do it until I did it. And then it doesn't feel accomplished because you're mad. So even when you do it, it's probably not the best way that you could do it, and you're not happy that you did it because you're mad because it took you so long to do it. Whereas if you just take a minute, an hour, go eat, go relax, go watch some YouTube videos, like maybe an Avatar reaction or two, then you feel better. And then you can go and you can...
How long these discussions are? Probably just one.
You can beat... you can beat the machine in Horizon Zero Dawn, or the stupid level of Spyro where you have to fly around every freaking tree because you have to get on every freaking speed thing, and it's very frustrating. But you can do it.
No, I like the talk about like the different techniques and stuff like that. Like the Avatar is the embodiment of like I don't want to use the word synergy, but like
the intermingling,
the symbiotic like benefit of all of the elements.
Yeah, because like he's adaptive, like the Water Tribe. He's strong and can stand his ground, like the Earth Nation. I can't remember what he said about Fire Nation.
He's ambitious.
Ambitious.
And powerful.
Yeah, and powerful. And, you know, obviously he's an air nomad, so he's doing all the air nomad-y things. But no, I think that is cool too. And then I like how he said that Zuko could learn to be those things as well. Like, he's not going to become the Avatar because he's not the Avatar. Yeah. But he can still learn from the Water Tribe.
He can learn the principles and the techniques and become a better firebender.
Yeah.
Having knowledge of how the element of fire is similar to, but also different from the other elements.
Yeah.
Like, Katara brought up, like, well, if fire is the opposite of water. What's the opposite
Of air.
of air?
Earth. Which is why Aang was having trouble, because it's the opposite of what... Whereas Aang is always... needs to be, light on his feet.
He always,
instead of grounded.
He sidesteps and he redirects the momentum of his opponent. Whereas this, you stand there and you take it and then you push back.
Yeah, you take that, use that energy and push it back at them with that same energy instead of
Yeah. So it is completely different.
But also similar.
Yeah. I do like how, if you notice, if you're familiar with any kinds of martial arts and stuff.
Oh, like the...
They do draw, well, not specifically that, but they do draw inspiration from various forms of martial arts.
Oh yeah, I noticed with the way that the Earthbenders stand and stuff, like grounding yourself, centering yourself, that's big in martial arts, I think.
Yeah, the horse dance is what it's called.
Yeah.
But they do draw inspiration from specific martial arts for various bending forms. Mm-hmm. So airbending is a lot more...
Jiu-jitsu?
No. Like Tai Chi.
Krav Maga?
No, not at all. Like Tai Chi.
Okay.
Where it's feeling the flow and the energy and it's kind of from what I understand of Tai Chi, it's more of a meditative martial art to focus your body and your mind and stuff like that, but it's very much based on taking someone's movement and sidestepping, pushing them past you kind of thing, where firebending is a lot more like karate, where it's big hard strikes, powerful stance, but also very much forceful and striking out there.
Yeah. That's cool.
But yeah, I've always liked that.
Is that all you have to say? Is there more?
I also just like the flashback with Iroh and his son.
Oh yeah.
Getting to see a little bit of that. Their relationship before cute. They were both soldiers.
When he was just a kid and his dad.
Yeah.
That was cute. At first, I wasn't 100% sure who the flashback was, although I should have known because Iroh had the same hair as he always had. Well, before he cut off his little top knot. And I'm pretty sure he looked similar to he did when in the flashback Zuko episode. Mm-hmm. But he was older still in that one.
Yeah, he would have been a little bit older there.
But it was really cute, and I liked it. I was like, oh, who's this? Who's this a flashback of? Mm-hmm. And then I realized, and then it was that.
Well, did you forget last episode he got wounded?
No, I didn't forget that he got wounded, but I just didn't know that.
No, I know. I'm joking.
Where we was going.
Mm-hmm. I like him showing the technique of doing that
through the belly.
Yeah.
The ocean belly.
through the belly, the what do you call it? The sea of chi or
the
something
sea of chi, I think. And then he said his was more like a vast ocean.
Yeah.
That was his joke.
But directing the lightning down to the belly, and then using your chi to push it out of your body and missing the heart.
Because danger.
Will Robinson.
Danger.
But yeah, I liked all that. It was cool.
Yeah.
Because we've actually seen him use that technique.
Mm-hmm. I know, I've seen him do those movements before. I just didn't...
Well, we've seen him do it once.
It was in the fight, right? With the Zhao.
No.
No?
Zhao doesn't use lightning.
No, I know, but I meant in the finale thing. Oh no, it was with Azula, wasn't it?
It's when they were going to be taken captive. They were walking up the ramp to her ship, and the one guy was like, "All right,
take
the prisoners to their cells," instead of take the guests to their rooms. Mm-hmm. And then a fight broke out, and
yes, I remember.
Azula was gonna shoot Zuko with lightning,
and he deflected it.
Grabbed her hand, grabbed it like that, and turned and redirected it up at the cliff. I just love it.
Clearly.
It's super cool. Super badass.
Yeah, I like Iroh.
It's like Hagrid.
I don't remember Hagrid doing that.
Dry up, Dursley, you great prune.
Yeah, with the gun. Have you now concluded your thoughts?
You asked if there was anything else. I responded. So you can just end the video.
Bye. No, just kidding.
You should.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you would like to watch the next one right away, you can over on Patreon, which is linked in the description below.
What's the link?
Patreon.com/Carmen Young. You can also like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. We do these every single week, so there should be new episodes out every Thursday if you're keeping an eye out for them. And so until next Thursday, bye guys.
Bye.